Hi everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Collectibles. Today is Random Figure Review Day. And for today's random figure, I elected to do a review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise Soundwave Combiner Force figure. And you may be asking yourself, why is the figure not fully transformed? Or is this guy just completely incapable of doing robot transformations? And I'll have the answer for you shortly, because this is not going to be a positive review of this particular product. In my opinion, this is the single worst Transformer I have ever bought. So with that being said, I'll explain why. There's nothing inherently wrong with the Soundwave mold slash figure. It's just the figure I got. So this is a situation specific review, and I'm going to point my criticism on whoever assembles and produces these, which would be Hasbro slash their factories. I find that my last review of a Transformer was the Starscream Robots in Disguise, and it was okay. I like Starscream. I like the figure. Just had loose joints. It was cheap plastic. Generally, that's the consensus amongst these figures in this line. And I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt for Soundwave and Starscream because I do love those two iconic figures. However, having opened this one in particular today, I am really feeling ripped off. So, that being said, I'll go through it. This is the box art. I'm stuck on Soundwave. Love the guy. Love the character model. Love his voice, everything about him, the fact he has minions, that sort of thing. So I had to pick it up. That's the box. Here's the back art. Gives you a little bit about him. I'm not even going to bother with the app for this guy because he is honestly going to get transformed once and probably put in the back shelf somewhere for reasons you are about to see. So this is the figure itself. It comes with this blaster cannon. It mounts on the top in these holes. They only give you one blaster cannon despite the fact he has two holes, but that's not a huge deal. That's not the main critique. So here's the problem. That's what he looks like in the box art. Okay, you see the box art? That's what he looks like. And that's what he's supposed to look like in his transformation mode. And I went through the transformation mode about 3 or 4 times, and either I possess below average intelligence, which I'm hopeful that I don't, or somebody at Hasbro messed this figure up bad when they were building the mold. I'll explain why. This is how the side is supposed to look. There is a variety of little notches and grooves where it connects, and then his hand will connect there. And that's generally how he's supposed to look on the one side. Well, as you can see here, I'll pull the figure back. Oh, and look, it popped off already. That is within one transformation. The ball joints do not work. So buy at your own risk. So there's like little slits here for connecting. If you can see, sorry, my big fat fingers are in the way. There you go. And then here's got a slit. And that is how that is supposed to connect on this point right here and this point right here. That's how the arm is supposed to go in for robot, or to transform into like robot mode or car mode. And on this side, if you take a look at this piece, if you look at this piece, the fat end is towards that groove. Well, what about this piece? Where's the fat end? Fat end is towards this way. So when I go to connect them, there's no groove there. I can't get it to connect. So I can't fasten this arm. They gave me 2 of the same piece. Basically. It's the same piece. It's supposed to be over there. They put 2 of this piece on here instead of 1 right, 1 left. They put 2 rights. So he can't transform. He is a transformer that cannot effectively transform. I could cut this off and he would transform if I wanted to display him, but then I lose this part. And the functionality of that in robot mode doesn't really mean anything, but still, I shouldn't have to cut a transformer to get him to transform, right? So getting him back to robot mode, I'll do it quickly. I'm not going to do a full transformation review because I'm just too agitated by this figure to spend too much time on it, but it's pretty quick. It's a 14-step process. Just got to be careful because the ball joints are garbage and they will pop off over and over again. Transform him back real quick. His head is like, he's got a good sculpt. Like when he transforms, he looks good. But that being said, It's a waste of money. Don't buy this figure. The craftsmanship is just garbage. So this is what he's supposed to look like when he's transformed. He looks good, right? Like he's a nice figure. But here's another thing I noticed. If we can get a good look, see that? A little piece? It's cracked. So it came out of the box with that flaw. It should have been an immediate red flag for me. It wasn't. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I didn't think it would be too vital to the figure itself. You put his cannon up here if you want. And that's how he's supposed to look. It's really too bad because it is a nice figure when he's transformed. And he looks good. But the craftsmanship on these particular line of robots in disguise, and I have reviewed Titans Return, they're way better. Combiner Wars, way better. This line is dog crap. So I'm not flaming Hasbro. I think they make a lot of good stuff. I think this Robot in Disguise line, the plastic they use is just not compatible with the molds that they're trying to make. These figures are pretty complex. They got a lot of small intricate parts and tabs. And for the fact that when you transform them, they're breaking off, like parts break off, the plastic chips, that sort of thing. And I'm pretty gentle with my Transformers. I can imagine a kid getting this toy and being utterly pissed that they can't get it to be fully transformed. And that would just ruin a kid's experience with Transformers if that was his first figure. So that being said, don't go out and get this one. If you can find a secondhand or thrift it, go for it. Maybe I'll find one thrifting and I'll be able to complete that part and fix it. But I wouldn't waste your time. Stick to the better versions of Soundwave and go with that. But I'm really disappointed because I really wanted this figure to be good, and I really wanted to do a great review of Soundwave because he's one of my favorite Transformers of all time. But unfortunately, this figure does not match up with what I wanted. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you think of this particular line, if in your experiences with it in particular, because I feel like some people might have positive experiences with it. I have not. So maybe someone can convince me to give it one last shot. But so far, I'm really not liking how disconnecty the ball joints are in the hips and shoulders. And the wonkiness of the plastic is really a deal breaker for me. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more great content. Thanks. Bye.